Principles of American Democracy, Unit 1. As you watch this video, edit and revise your Principles of American Democracy chart or complete your guided notes. If you are completing the chart, you may want to make your own copy of this document rather than continuing to work in a copy shared by your table group. Principle 1, Federalism. This is the idea that power of the government is shared between the national and state levels of government. There are things that the national government can do, there are things the state governments can do, and there are things that both levels of government can do together. Examples of this are found in Article 1, which states what the legislative branch or Congress can and cannot do, and in the 10th Amendment, which explains that powers not granted to the federal or national government belong to the states. Rule of law. This is the idea that the government and all of its citizens exercise their powers according to clearly written laws. We've got lots of examples of this in the Constitution. In Article 1, certain actions are banned by the Constitution. For example, Congress can't grant anyone a title of nobility like Lord or King. Article 6 shows that the Constitution is the supreme law of the land, and Article 7 shows that the people, in ratifying the Constitution, agree to follow those laws. Amendments 5, 6, 7, and 8 all explain different ways that the rights of people who are accused of crimes are protected. Popular sovereignty. Literally, this means that it's the people's power. The people are the source of the power for the government. Examples of this are found in the preamble, which begins with these words, "We the people," saying that it's the people who are creating the government. It's not being created for them. And in Articles 1 and 2, where you see that the people elect their legislators and the president or executive, and they can choose not to re-elect them if those officials are not representing the people's interests. Principle 4, the consent of the governed. The people agree to be ruled by the government that they have chosen. And the best example of this is in Article 7, when the Constitution was ratified by people in each state convention. And what they were doing in voting for the Constitution is giving their agreement to be ruled by the guidelines that are explained in the document. This is also a key idea in the Declaration of Independence, when the people explain that they want a government that protects their life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. Principle 5, Majority Rule. This means that decisions made by more than half the people will be accepted. An example of this is in Article 1, where most elections of people who are serving in Congress and most actions of Congress are decided by majority rule. Principle 6, Citizenship. Citizenship means that you are a legal member of a country, and that status gives you certain rights and privileges that are protected by your government. An example of this in our Constitution is found in the 14th Amendment, which explains some of the rights and protections the government offers all citizens of the United States. Principle 7, the idea of a republic. This is really just another way to express a representative democracy. The people elect representatives to govern them. We can see the power of the people and the way that they elect the representatives illustrated in all the amendments that expand the voting rights of different groups of people. Amendment 15, 19, 23, 24, and 26 all give powers to vote to people who previously did not have them, thereby enabling people to participate in a representative democracy. Number 8, limited government. This means that the powers of the government are clearly defined and restricted, and there are certain things the government cannot do. Examples of this are found in our system of checks and balances in Articles 1, 2, and 3, which explain what each branch of the government can do and what they can't do. It's also found in the 9th and 10th Amendments, which specify that there are powers and rights belonging to individuals and states that are not listed in the Constitution. Number 9, the common good. This is the idea that laws are made for the benefit of all the people, not just certain groups or individuals. This idea really is explained in the preamble to the Constitution when they're talking about the goals for the new government. And they wrap up the preamble by saying that all these powers that will be granted to the Constitution, to the government through the Constitution, are for the purpose of securing the blessings of liberty, not just for the people who are writing the Constitution, but for our prosperity, for our posterity, for all the people who come after those people. Finally, the idea of the Constitution as a living document. Literally, this means the Constitution can be changed when necessary to reflect new ideas or new needs of the people. This process is explained in Article 5, how the Constitution can be amended and how many people have to agree to that in order for it to happen. What's next? Now that you have watched this video and you've either filled out your chart or completed your video guide, there are 2 additional video links posted for you at the blog, which will give you a more in-depth explanation of a couple of the concepts, rule of law and consent of the governed. In addition, you can review this video to help you understand what these concepts mean and how they're illustrated in our founding documents. This is the conclusion of the new information that will be presented in Unit 1. Thanks for listening.